Welcome back. Hopefully you guys can hear us okay. Give us just a second here to make a few minor adjustments. I am indieRPM, and this is my good friend Curio Hunter, and today we are here to welcome you to our show.
Our Thanksgiving episode.
It is our Thanksgiving episode. I took these headphones off because I want to be able to hear myself talk. So welcome. If you guys haven't been here before, this is our live stream. We do unboxings, trading cards, and the idea is that we want to connect with other collectors, much like yourselves. And we want to thank you for joining us.
I think I want to mention that we want to ask you to like, share, and subscribe, especially if you find this content helpful. Our goal is to put out content that you find valuable. While doing that, I hope that we have fun together, because this is a hobby that we both enjoy. And I also want to let you know that you're welcome to leave, I don't know what you call that, it's not comment, chat.
Yeah, we're in the chat.
Ask us questions live during the show. We'll try to answer them if we know them, or maybe try to find out. But we want to interact with you as well. This is not just us up here talking. We want to interact with you. Also, I think this is an appropriate time, given that it's our Thanksgiving show. We want to say a few thank yous and say some things that we are thankful for. And I think the first thing that I want to mention is we want to say thanks to our supportive family. Not only do they tolerate what we do, but they're actually supportive of this hobby. And so I want to say thank you to them. Me, myself, I'm thankful I get to do this with a good friend. And as you may know, collecting by yourself isn't as much fun as when you get to enjoy that with others. And I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but that is sort of the atmosphere we're trying to create here.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
With this show, we want to be able to share in each other's, big pulls and stuff. And maybe if you're out there and you're collecting by yourself, well, maybe this can be the place where you can join in with others. And we ask that you support each other and make this just a fun place where we can all come together.
Yeah. Well said, Curio Hunter. So it's important to reiterate that we want to interact with you. So if you don't mind in the chat, throw up comments. I will try to keep an eye on it. I believe Curio Hunter has his headphones on, so we're going to try to listen for the chime. If you give a gift, we want to interact with you. It's the whole reason we're here is to engage with you guys. So we're thrilled to be here. You guys don't really realize this, but the last 2 weeks were actually taped. I'm gonna let the cat out of the bag. So I would like to say thank you to having my buddy Curio Hunter back, so we can do these things.
I missed it.
Yes.
I missed it while we
missed you.
Gone.
And not to, we have a whole itinerary here that we want to get to, but there is a big announcement that we have, and I don't want to bury it.
Right. Go for it.
So, for those of you that don't know, we have a YouTube channel. It's listed exactly like we have here. It's indieRPM and the Curio Hunter. You can literally go to YouTube at indieRPM Curio Hunter. And I'm sort of flabbergasted to even say this, but it's been 2 weeks now, but at the time it hadn't. We had started the channel about a week and a half ago, almost 2 weeks. And thank goodness for you guys. You were a big help. You got us to almost 700 followers. We're at 650 and some change. So that means big things to our channel. We plan on growing. In the past, what we have essentially done is we've taken our show that we play here live for you guys here on TikTok. We attempt to record it. And then the idea is that we replay it the following day on YouTube as a replay, as well as our Facebook page and our website. If you guys haven't had the chance, we haven't hit on that, but unboxtheuniverse.com. That is our website. You can find our merch there. There's an address there to send us stuff if you want us to unbox something specific. But more importantly, you can catch our videos there as well. But that's a very long way to get around to the fact that we hit 700 subscribers. We have live access. We're going to start promoting not just our show here, but our show there as well. So you'll be able to catch it both places. That's the idea, anyways.
And we can't say enough that your support has been overwhelming, and it is so encouraging to us. We're talking about everything that we want to do and trying to update the website and everything. And you're looking at the entirety of the IT team. We're it at the moment. And so, and this was our side hobby. But it's we've enjoyed it so much. We want to devote a little bit more time to it. We think you deserve us to devote a little bit more time to it, and we'll grow this thing together.
Yeah. And we definitely have seen that. So at this point, we're at the recap stage for us. So for those of you who don't know, we've had the opportunity to open some pretty amazing things. I think we're about 8 boxes in currently on Assassin's Creed.
I've lost
15.
count.
15. I haven't, because I've been editing these darn things. But I'm pretty sure you haven't seen them all. There's extra episodes that we have ready. But I do believe we've done 7 of those. We've done at least one of the Star Wars pre-release boxes, which had some really great cards in it.
Oh, I love them.
We had a really great hit from that Assassin's Creed. We got a character card that essentially had a piece of what you would consider wardrobe or character costume. It looked like it was leather work to me. So anything like that is always exciting. But I mean, I really wish I could show you how much we actually have stashed away to show you guys. It's absurd. This man has been curating quite a selection of things for us to go through. We're going to get to it here before long, but the idea is to show you what we're going to do this week. Is that right?
So we've got a couple of different things.
Yeah.
And before we do that, I just want to ask, and I've hinted at trying to give you time to think about how we can choose a weekly winner. But we've been opening these boxes. We have some random cards, and we'd just like to share some with you. So we thought, we might start choosing a weekly winner and give away. And they'll be random. I mean, there'll be some from the Assassin's Creed. There could be some from Star Wars. There could be some from anything else that we've opened and things like that. So you just never know what's going to be in it.
Yeah.
We don't guarantee anything other than we'll share some with you, and maybe you like them, and maybe you want to start collecting them too.
Yeah.
So
just
here's
crossed
the question:
1,000 likes. Thank you guys.
How do people enter if they want to be?
So I would pose that to the chat. I can't see that bottom name there. Curio, can you see that bottom one that joined there? I can't.
Hugo 76.
Yeah, Hugo. What's your opinion on this? What do you think is the most fair way that we could interact with you guys, give you a chance to actually win some of the stuff that we're opening here? If you guys want to put that in the comments, I'll keep an eye out for it. I'm going to keep mentioning that. We know that people come in and out as the show goes on. That's part of a live show. You may be having things, I hope, that you're doing besides just hanging out with us. We're glad that you're here. Sorry about that.
Well, and I will say,
yeah.
For those that might be new to the channel, just to mention, our mission is to open card packs so you don't need to. And the idea is this way you can kind of see what's in them before you decide whether you want to make that leap and maybe purchase one for yourself or not. And I will also say we cover mostly non-sport trading cards.
Why is that, Curio Hunter?
Because I know very little about sports. However, we do have, because my friend Indy was like, he's going to work some in someday. And so I found some packs that maybe during our Super Bowl show.
Oh, yeah.
So the show that's closest to the Super Bowl, I think in February, I may break down. And we may see if we can't do like a football related card pack.
Awesome.
It will probably be unique, different, weird, who knows, because that's kind of how we roll. But, but that's the plan, so stay tuned for that, and we'll as we start I'm going to say confirming our schedule, we'll let you know at towards the end of the video what we've got upcoming.
Yep.
This week, in preparation for our box, I was going to reveal a playmat that I had gotten, and now I realize that with everything on the table, I've run out of space.
We'll make room. We'll figure it out
very quickly.
Yeah.
So we'll get this out, and I don't know if we have had time to put like an affiliate link up on our website or not.
But, but it will be there by the end of tonight. Yeah.
And I say that because I don't want to put too much extra work on the other half of the IT team. But tonight's boxing was going to be, or is, I should say, I believe it's Card Fun Lord of the Rings The Hobbit. Ooh. And so, in honor of that, I have gotten a playmat. Hopefully you can see it.
Oh, yeah. Here, let's do this.
All right. And so, and this just happens to be...
That's a hobbit hole there.
Well, it just happens to be a playmat for Disney's Lorcana.
Oh, really?
And so,
it's got that same type of imagery, right? I love it.
So you've got places for your discard, for your deck, where you can put all your characters out, and it, Lorcana is one of the cards. What do you call it? It's not card species. One of the card types or whatever that we're going to be showing.
Yep.
And it's also something that I have gotten into because I got a lot of friends with young kids that are into it, and so. Just to go a little bit off topic here, but I probably started doing like card games as like Magic the Gathering back in high school, and so my buddies and I, that's our, and we haven't done it much lately, but now because of everybody's kids getting a little older and starting to get into that, we switched to Lorcana, and so we do a little bit less Magic and a little bit more Lorcana, and I'm fine with that, and we get a chance to play together, and so works out great.
Love it.
All right, so today's box, I'll let you do the showing it off.
Oh, yeah.
Look at some box info. Gotta get my cheat sheet out here to help me with my notes. All right, like I said, this is Card Fun's Lord of the Rings The Hobbit.
You know what? I flip that screen. Oh. All kinds of learning curves here today. There we go.
So who knows what we were showing them when we had the mat up there, but in any case, we believe there are 8 packs with 2 cards per pack, which you might say doesn't sound like much, but I think each pack is kind of neat and unique. So we'll see when we, or each card is pretty neat and unique. So we'll see when we get into that. When we open it up, they have some box inserts, and so one of which is what they refer to as the Fellowship, and that shows the whole dwarven party. And then the other one is a map with some of Middle Earth.
Okay.
And if it has the map in there, that means it's probably going to have one of the 4 or 5 case hits.
So that's how we know.
And so, I mean, even the box hit will be pretty good, in its own right. But if you get a case hit, it's going to be even elevated. And so one thing I will say when we do go to open it, the packs will be on the left, and then the special case hit thing will be on the right. Okay. So we don't want to open that one up until maybe the end or whatever.
I got you. Okay, is it okay to...
I'll go ahead and start opening it. I've got a few more things to go through, but they can... This way they're not just listening to me talk, they can be seeing some stuff as well.
I should open that towards you.
So this is what they call the Fellowship. And so some of the box hits could include things such as aluminum metal prints. I think more along lines of like the case hits. But
so this was a good thing to see?
Well, I mean, it's the lesser of the two. Okay. The map is the one that's going to give you the case hits.
Yeah.
But you could have the ring.
Yeah.
You could have the Arkenstone. Or you could have the Smog coin. Or you could have metal cards. So But I think, one thing we want to talk about is the quality on this thing. So give me your impressions of the quality.
Well, I can tell you right now, the card stock there for that. That's beautiful. Wow. I just want you to look at that again. I'm going to get us a dedicated light just so I can...
Right. And I guess we should ask, fellow collectors, what do you think? Are you impressed so far with the box? What do you think?
Yeah, the fit and finish is nice. Just like the Assassin's Creed, it's got the magnet flap on it. The construction is second to none, in my opinion. Presentation looks great. I'm dying to know what's under this little thing right there. I mean, that's sort of the end. But that's sort of the perk of picking up one of these boxes is that you know that you have that special thing there waiting for you.
Right. You want to count the packs just to make sure. I think there's supposed to be 8, but we'll see. Each pack contains 2, I'm going to say film cell-like cards. Otherwise, I believe each box has 2 guaranteed full art cards. So we'll be on the lookout for those. The film cells are in 3 different colors.
Do we still want to check underneath?
Well, we'll do that at the end.
Let's do that. Yep.
The red film cells are from The Unexpected Journey. I believe that's the first of the Hobbit movies. Blue borders or whatever are from The Desolation of Smaug. And then the green ones are from the Battle of the Five Armies. And I think they said there's about 33 variations of each color.
Okay.
So tons to collect. Who knows what we'll find. Full art, if it's a ZR, I believe that's a textured full art. Otherwise, it's an SSR. Where they come up with how they name their different rarities, nobody knows. But that's just how
There's some interesting things I'm picking up here just from filling the pack before opening it. Grab one real quick and just fill it. You can tell there's like multi-dimension, whatever's in there is substantial.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's the reason why I got so many of these boxes, because in doing the research, the basic cards that come in this, I think are right up my alley. I think they're going to be something that I would enjoy collecting, and so I don't have a problem getting a few extra boxes. Some of the big hits from this would be a serial numbered card.
Okay.
So
we're looking for serial numbered.
I think they also have silver plate cards. So some that might have some actual silver in them. Most likely those are in the case hits, though, I would think.
That would make sense.
But in any case, so we'll keep an eye out for that, and hopefully, who knows, maybe we'll have some luck with this. But in any case, that's about it for statistics. It's actually more information than what we normally have.
Yeah.
For some of these.
And we had talked about that. So that part of the idea behind this is when it came to, and I'm going to reach back here and grab one of these. This is actually, we've opened about 8 of these, I think, now. Also, great presentation, looks great. But for the Assassin's Creed, trying to find information online that isn't in Chinese,
right?
Is so difficult. And these are great cards. Like, more people, if they were more aware of it, are going to love these, which has got me super pumped for whatever in these.
Right.
Because I've real quick noticed that some of these are grooved on the top, some aren't.
Who knows what we're going to find?
Oh, man, I have no idea. I'm pumped. I can't wait.
All right. Well, I
think it's your turn to go first.
All right. I'm probably going to need to borrow the scissors. I am the scissor guy of the two of us, and maybe that's something that we ask the collectors out there. Do you like the feeling of ripping into it? Because there's something about that tactile feel of ripping into a foil pack. Whereas, others like to cut it because, we don't want to
damage anything.
You also run the risk of just cutting right into that card. So who knows? But we're going to try to at least keep, one of the packs for everything. Because we're going to try to, as we go through this, keep examples of the things that we've opened in case we want to go back and reference it. Maybe we find that it seems like they were similarly constructed or things of that nature.
Oh, wow.
All right. So I think we'll move this out of the way and start off with. Well, I've got one of the. It appears to be a full art.
Oh wow!
And do we have enough light to see that?
Sure we do. Let me.
Now, my knowledge of the Hobbit characters is not as good as my knowledge of the Lord of the Rings. You know, the original trilogy, and even that's not great. But
if it's not Boromir, we're at a loss.
I'm going to say I want to try something.
Yeah, go ahead.
On the next card, because then the next one I've got a red film cell. I'm trying to say picture 2. This just looks. Let me show you the back side of it as well. So you can see.
I hope that helps, guys. I tried to make that a little bigger for you.
So Ori, the dwarf, that was who that was.
Okay.
And this next one, I might need your card because a white background might allow us to see.
You know what? Here, let's do this.
All right.
Hopefully
I
that
don't know
helps.
if you can see that any better.
You know what? It didn't work out for Assassin's Creed. So let's see. If I take this, we're going to do some adjustment here.
We really want you to be able to see these cards because they are just so neat.
Oh, yeah. So, if I can take a closer look. So, these appear to be... I can make out some guy riding some type of beasted animal. And then the other one sort of looks like a statue down at the bottom. I don't know if I put it. I can't get over how pretty that is. Does it say? Does it indicate on the back what the scene is? Lord of the Rings.
Nope, I think that's for up to us to interpret.
Yeah.
That's okay.
So it says picture 1, picture 2. So there's 2 pictures in there.
I gotta say, the quality on this is.
Oh yeah.
I consider it pretty high because the cell is into the card.
Yep.
I mean, it's I like it a lot. So
that. Nope. Just made it even darker.
Well, put a light behind it, I suppose, maybe. But
yeah, you can get a pretty good shot of it right there.
That ain't bad.
Yeah.
So I think
pull your phone up close and take a look. I was trying to use this one because it's supposed to have lights on it, but I don't have them turned up all the way.
I think it needs the lights behind
it.
To see.
I think you're right.
So having that light bouncing off of the paper there is what's doing it for it. So.
Yeah.
All right. Well, there's supposedly 33 different variations of each color.
Oh,
so
wow.
That's 99
in
total. So that's my first 2.
Okay. So I appear to have gotten 2 film cells as well. Both with dual pictures, just like the last one. I'm going to try to get this up here. So I can see the hobbits, or the dwarves, I think with Gandalf in that top one. And it appears to be a battle scene there in the second one, and someone's head is off. And then for my second one, boy, if I was more familiar with this movie, I'd probably know what scene that is. But it's from the same scene. It's where the village is on fire, and the main dwarf, who's like the king dwarf, is overlooking it. So you can see shot 1. Man, I feel like I'm doing this all in reverse. Definitely looks better the other way.
I'm also going to take a brief moment to ask if anybody has come up with a good idea to fairly choose a weekly winner.
Oh, yes.
if you can think of anything, put it in the chat.
Mhm.
'Cause while we're doing this, it's hard to think about that and show off the cards at the same time. I've just not been good at multitasking.
Sure. Okay.
All right. Here's my next one. Now, I don't know. So, here's what I got. And I'm trying to determine... Oh, I gotta get my hand out of the shadow here.
Let me try to hold it for you.
Now, was that from one of the original movies?
No, so
there was
Bilbo shows up in the second
Okay.
movie. Yeah. I think it's the beginning of the movie. He's talking about he was riding there and back again, and Frodo sort of comes in. I think that maybe either a beginning scene or an ending scene. It looks like he's maybe discussing something with Frodo there. And then for the second film cell, boy, that doesn't look like the Fellowship.
That's what I was
Nope,
saying.
it's just a village full of people. You see some maidens.
Well, and here's the thing. Maybe one of our viewers knows the Hobbit trilogy better
Sure.
than we do. And so feel free to correct us or set the record straight as we go.
Age of Retro, I seen you just jumped in. Tell me, you're a good buddy. Can you hear us okay? Give me a thumbs up or something. Age of Retro is a fellow live streamer.
Okay.
He has a big following, and quite possibly the largest video game collection I've ever seen.
Wow.
So shout out to Age of Retro. If you guys
There you
haven't
go.
had a chance, I know there's not a whole lot of people there in the chat yet. Please, oh, thank you. I seen a gift. Was that from you? Yep. Age of Retro got us. Thank you,
Thank you.
buddy. Oh, yeah. No, hey, your content, dude, from when we were both sort of streaming at the same time, and then I sort of fell off. Dude, you've grown tenfold in there, and I'm so thankful to have you on our show and in our chat. It means a lot to have the TikTok community supporting us. Having another fellow live streamers, it means a lot. I did fall off, yeah, totally. We had a baby. That'll do it. So, are we ready for another pack? Is it my turn?
Yep.
Okay. If anyone knew about the Hobbit, I bet Age of Retro would. He's an older guy, gray-haired. But he's cool. Pretty cool. Okay, let's take a look here. So, once again, 2 film cells. Oh, I've had this
did our
one.
light just burn out?
Oh, it totally did, didn't it?
Like something's changed here.
But it's the same one that we had the first time, if you can see the cell right there. That is the best fall off. A baby. We're both very blessed that our wives let us escape and come down here to do this. Shout out to Curio Hunter's wife and Indy's wife. Thank you. I don't know if you guys are watching this, but sincerely, thank you. But yeah, we've had that one already. And then I was looking at this one, and I wish I knew that character. It's the one with the bulbous nose. We should have studied up.
Yeah.
I should have watched the movie. But I'm sure you guys understand with babies at home. But it's that he's the one that has the horn up to his ear and stuff. Yeah.
I was lucky just to get stats put together for tonight's
So,
show.
Age of Retro just asked a perfect question.
Okay.
He asked, what cards are we actually opening? So I'm going to pull this back up here. This is the Lord of the Rings Hobbit, and I'm going to look at this again, motion picture trilogy box set. We are, what are we, 2 packs in currently? 3 packs in?
From Card Fun.
Yep. And essentially, we've done a recap, but to give you an idea, there's film cells, metal, silver cards as well, correct? And a few others. So far, we've gotten...
I think they said guaranteed 2 full art cards, so this is one of the ones. I mean, this is the one that we have pulled so far.
Yeah.
So we're still looking for another one.
Yep.
Maybe he's got a good idea for how to choose a weekly winner.
Is it? He's asking, is this a hobby box?
I think so.
I believe that's the term. Yep.
Yep. I believe so.
I think it and Assassin's Creed were both hobby boxes.
These
right?
all can be considered.
Yeah, hobby
I believe
boxes.
so.
Yep. Now the smaller like
Blaster
blaster yeah.
boxes. Okay.
Yes.
We'll get our terminology figured out here.
We're just as new to this as you could probably be, but
yeah. Yep. All right. Gotta clear the field a little bit. Here we go.
getting up there. Thank you guys for the likes. Were you able to make out your scene?
You know, having only watched each one of these once, I am woefully unprepared to be describing any of these scenes from this one. More so the original Lord of the Rings extended editions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, love those. Love those a lot. And The Hobbit's good. I just haven't had a chance to watch as many of those. And much like you know, the family, your priorities change. You know, I think you're up again.
Yep. Oh, that may be too much light. Let me turn that back down just a bit. And Curio, how's that look? Better?
I like it.
Yeah. Hopefully you guys can see the cards better this way. You can definitely see us a lot better, and I apologize for that.
So, Age of Retro, have you opened any of the Star Wars pre-release boxes by chance?
Well, that's, yeah. So, another green card here. Lily, I can't remember her name. She played Wasp in Ant-Man and the Wasp. Angelina Lily?
Evangeline.
Lily, that's it, I think, yeah. And you can see, looks like the raft scene when they're going down the river, and then another scene with her there. And for my next card, we've had this one again. It's the Market along with Bilbo, which pre-released. I think we still have it up there.
Trying
Right?
to
Yep.
knock too much stuff down.
It was this one. I don't know. Did we?
We left like some example cards in there from that one, and we've got, was it one unboxing?
So this one came with a bunch of ship or schematics for like ships, machinery type things. That was one of the sets of cards. He said, I just collected Chrome and Galaxy 2024. And then there was just sort of scene pictures there. You have Ray and BB-8. And then, I assume we looked in there. Let's double check.
Well, and I think, one of the things that we have coming up is we're going to, at least the plan is, at the end of the year, maybe for like the New Year's Eve show, try to do sort of a recap of some of these things that we've opened, some of our favorite cards, things like that. And then maybe going forward, we might do a recap on like a quarterly basis.
3,000 likes. Thank you very much.
Just because if we went any longer, there'd be too many things that we'd want to try to show you, and we might start forgetting by the time we got there. So we'll try to
Age of Retro said that he pulled a Harrison Ford autograph. You know what? I did see you posted a video on that. I liked it, I believe. Yeah, that's a great pull. Great pull.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit jealous, actually. I mean, if you're getting Star Wars, I mean, you want Mark Hamill or Harrison Ford, right? Oh,
I think I've got
Lord Elrond.
We'll go with.
Oh,
I'll do this one first.
Yeah.
And so let me get my cheat sheet back out. So red is from the Unexpected Journey. So, and if you weren't here when we were mentioning that earlier, the red ones are from the Unexpected Journey. Blue is from the Desolation of Smaug, and the green ones are from the Battle of the Five Armies. And we have our second.
Oh man, that was beautiful.
Full art, and this one is, I don't know what you call it. Is that foil? Is that
holographic? Maybe Age will know. Oh yeah, the big three. Carrie Fisher too. Man, It's for cardstock. It
That
appears to
pops.
have so much.
Well, and I mean, we had talked about it on previous sets that like the thickness on these is they're kind of substantial, and even the film cell ones.
Yeah.
You can kind of see.
Well, and you can sort of see the construction here. Simply with a film cell, you have essentially a business card's thickness, and then the film cell pressed in between. But I mean, it's tangible. It's got a good weight to it. Obviously, if you're a fan of the movie or any one of the films from the trilogy of the Hobbit, I mean, these are all really cool. The one with Bilbo I thought was really cool, only because I tend to lean towards the Fellowship, Return of the King.
Gotcha.
Yeah. All right, so this is my last pack out of this box. So far, I've only had film cells, so wonder why.
Do we would expect?
We'll leave that down. We'll get to it. So we have a running joke here. I'll just get to it. If you didn't know, I don't know what this did, and you guys weren't paying that close attention at the beginning, but I shuffled up the packs, which I normally don't do. But this guy, if there's been a hit in a box, he's more than likely gotten it 70% of the time. Now, this one I actually recognize, and I actually really like this card. So, they're in the bar, but more importantly, you have Lord Elrond holding a sword, showing it to Gandalf, which I think is just super cool. Mm-hmm. I'm not so sure that's not in the Hobbit, is it? Isn't that when they reforge?
From the Unexpected Journey? I mean, like,
is there an extra scene in there?
So we had this question with the previous one.
Yeah. What's he say there? The foam hammer. Oh, is that the sword? Oh, go backwards. He may have called us out. Oh, yeah. So it is. Yep. Good call. And then I have not looked to see what this is, but it's clearly something. Ooh. Oh, wow.
So we've actually gotten 3 full length.
This is Keely the Dwarf. Man, look how beautiful that thing is. Here's the back, just in case any of you are wondering.
Well, we thought we would have at least 2.
And we had 3, right?
3, so.
Give you an idea what the backs look like. Scoot those up just
so this one, I'm guessing, is considered textured. That first one, Ori the Dwarf, because it has like this
yeah, because this one doesn't have that.
So I don't know if you can. It might be hard to see on the camera, but it's got like this
embossing. Yeah. Is it raised?
Side,
can you feel it with your fingers?
Yeah, embossed? A little bit here. Just barely.
But. Oh yeah, you can totally feel it. It's almost like a Celtic type band there. I don't know if I can get it. You can sort of see it right there, but there's whatever that is. Yeah, it's impressive. And that's Ori the Dwarf.
He says Topps calls those refractors.
Refractors. Okay. Add that
We're
to my
gonna have
notes.
to study up on
yeah. So, Age of Retro, you sort of stumbled onto our show here. We are new collectors, more or less. And the idea that behind our show is we want to open trading cards so you don't have to. If there's a box set that's sort of random, and we have some random stuff, we also have some very cool stuff coming, that you don't know about or that you're interested in but don't necessarily want to spend the money, we're your guys. We're willing to purchase the box, open it up, we'll discuss it basically from a very naive and little understanding of the actual collecting itself. But I feel like there's so many entry-level people like us that hopefully that we'll bridge a gap. And as we do this, I hope that we become more familiar with it. But so far, it's been a blast.
Yeah, it really has. I mean, I look forward to it. The show goes by too quickly. One thing I do want to ask, has anyone else opened any of this particular box? And if so, what were your best hits? And then going along with that, so I'll ask some questions just in case people need some time to comment in the chat. But has anyone ever bought a pack after we've reviewed something?
Mm-hmm.
This is information we'd like to know, because really our goal is to be helpful, to give information, and to help people make informed choices. So
yeah.
And then what do you think might be the most valuable card from the ones that we've opened today?
Yeah. Very much appreciated. Yeah. Let's see here.
And I guess going along with that, because we've got some experienced people in the chat, do you find this helpful, or what do you need us to do differently?
Yeah.
We want to sort of curtail the show to be, to be more helpful. I mean, maybe there's some easy changes we can make that is just going to make it even that much more valuable to you all. Mm-hmm. So that's what we want to do. We still haven't figured out that weekly winner business yet.
No, so I don't know if Age is still in there. If you're not, I know we've pulled to you a bunch tonight, buddy, and I appreciate you hanging out as long as you did, if you're still there. But as we're unboxing all this, and we've done a few weeks now, I think we have 8 or 9 videos up on our YouTube. If you haven't found it yet, youtube.com/indieRPM Curio Hunter. No and in there, just Curio Hunter. But you can find all of our videos, and starting next week, we'll be going live on YouTube as well as live here. If you didn't catch that, we've hit the required subscriber count to be able to go live there.
If the IT department can keep up.
We're going to try. We're working overload here. But the idea is because we've unboxed all this stuff, we've acquired some stuff, we want to give some of it back to you guys. That's part of why we're here, is to spend the time with you guys and to hang out. But we haven't officially come up with a very good way of how do you guys want to interact with us? What way do you want to win? And I feel like where most of our views are coming probably are from YouTube. So I imagine within a day or so, once this pops up, you people, because we've been interacting this whole time as though we're talking to a TikTok audience, but obviously there's a YouTube audience that are going to see this. Mm-hmm. So I would say to you guys, if you're watching this right now, down below, if you don't mind, comment, give us some feedback. If there's something about the show that you don't like, we can take criticism. We'd like to adjust. We want this to be something that's enjoyable for not just us, but for you guys as well. And we want it to be informative. So it's important to have that interaction between us and you guys in order to be able to do that. So I think, do you want to hold off on a weekly winner?
Can.
Yeah, we're going to hold off 1 week, and hopefully I'm hoping that you guys will see this down below. Tell us how you want to win, and I tell you what, I'll make this promise. If you comment on this video on TikTok or on YouTube, regardless of whether or not you watch the live next week, I will enter you into whatever contest, however we come up with a winner, as a way of encouraging you to actually give us some suggestions. We want to interact with you, please.
I almost forgot.
Oh,
the box hit.
Oh,
we were going through everything. I was getting ready to pick, my favorite card that we've opened tonight.
Yeah.
And it could be the one in here.
So
let's.
I'm gonna let you go.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
All right. Well, then let's see if we can.
Yeah, you were first draw, so I feel like you are deserving.
All right. And so these things are designed to kind of rip it open, and on future ones we might not destroy this, but on at least one, I think we gotta
give the experience, right?
See how that goes. Now we gotta figure out how to get it out of there.
I mean, if you were gonna get,
all right, why don't you?
Yeah, if you were gonna get a card out of this box, this is definitely the one that you would want. Bam!
I like how it comes in one of those
cases,
magnetic cases and stuff like that.
But this is Smog, the villain.
Spoiler.
Yeah. I mean, what gave it away? All the imagery that literally has nothing but the dragon on it. But no, this thing is beautiful. How are you feeling? Do you want to open that?
That is heavy.
It is, yeah.
That's the thing. you want to glove up, like
we have some
should
gloves.
probably open this up
Yeah.
so that everybody can see it, because like
we have to at least one.
the plastic
right?
doesn't really do it.
Yeah.
So let me go grab one of those.
They're just right up there on the top shelf. So while he's grabbing a glove, just to update you guys real quick, this week is our last week, I believe, broadcasting just to TikTok. Next week we will be going live. Hopefully, that's the plan, on YouTube as well. We'd love to have you join us there. Should be interesting trying to watch two streams. I think our interactions on YouTube are a little different than TikTok. So I'm excited to see how you guys respond.
All right. Halfway there.
Oh, yeah. This is when you know we're getting serious.
Right.
The gloves come
it
out.
already came in a case. So,
Yeah.
I mean, like that's, you know. Well, I think it's still in a penny sleeve. So we're all good.
yeah.
All right, so, but yeah, that's, I mean, I don't know how we're going to do this justice.
There you go.
That
The
has got
things
to
that
be
we do
metal.
for you. Dude just got a hit. He's going to pull it out and let you look at it.
That has got to be a metal card there. That
It looks metal.
it feels metal.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's so. If we want to, oh no, I can't even.
Here,
Can't we get it
hold
back
on,
in
hold
there?
on. Let's do this.
I mean, if we were picking a favorite pull of the night,
Well,
right? I mean, is that
it's
that's
the
unfair,
pull, right?
Yeah.
Literally pulled it. Best pull tonight.
Mhm.
I mean, I have a strong second.
All right.
I'd like to put this card back out because I really like that. This was at the top of the deck. We're going to lay that thing back down. I'm going to lift this up just a little bit. I want you guys to be able to see that. So for me,
I believe they call that the box insert.
yeah, the box insert with pretty much your whole cast. But I'm an original trilogy guy.
Okay.
It feels weird saying that about the Lord of the Rings, but it's the truth. Lord Elrond, I think, is about as cool as it gets. But I gotta be honest. I think, even though I'm not a big fan of the Hobbit, that has got to be the coolest looking card beyond the metal one that I've ever seen, with that extra embossing.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, there's some coolness to it. I like it. And then, obviously, your magical pull there has got to be up there.
We're pretty lucky with this.
Yeah.
I'm very pleased. I don't know about you, but
Yeah.
So
Hit it big. That's great.
That's where we're at on that one,
Yeah.
and that's it for that box.
Yeah.
A few things we want to mention.
Yeah.
We have our batarangs out anywhere.
No, we do not.
Well,
Because they have sold.
Oh, well,
Yes. We have officially sold our first couple sets. But for those of you that don't know, on our website, Unbox the Universe, we have batarangs for sale. CNC cut, made in America, right here in our good old hometown. If you're interested, they're $10 a piece. You can find out more information at unboxtheuniverse.com.
Also want to mention that soon, because the IT department has to get on it, but soon we hope to have cards and card packs on our eBay store, which you can also find from the website. We're hoping to have some of these up before too long. Some of the Star Wars pre-release ones, because maybe you don't want to buy a box. Maybe you just want a couple of packs to open up with your friends or with your family. So we're going to try to do that. Soon we will have some Amazon affiliate links up. So if you want to get a playmat like what we showed earlier, you can do it. We may have another playmat or two coming up in the near future. What else?
Can I add a piece of information that's
Please do.
sort of along that line?
Mm-hmm.
Not specific, and I was trying to make sure. We have picked up a couple extra sponsors, and I didn't see necessarily a good spot to throw that in, but I'd like to add that piece of information now. We've been blessed to have Jefferson Street Entertainment, obviously, and Elisa's LLC. And then SD Custom Machining, who helps with the Batarangs, local business owner, has really done right by us and helping us get those to the market.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have picked up BQ Sound and Light, which is a local production company as well, or they actually supply lighting and sound equipment, and then as well as a Q Squared Production is another sponsor that we picked up. So you'll start seeing that stuff feed into next week, but we want to thank them for joining on. Mm-hmm. And if you're interested in being a sponsor of our show, drop us a line at our website, unboxinguniverse.com.
All right. So real quickly, we promised that we would give you sort of a breakdown of the upcoming schedule.
Yep.
I just want to do that. Next week, we are very hopeful that our Lorcana Azurite C booster packs will come in.
Yeah.
They just got released at like the big retailers, maybe yesterday or the day before.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it and so it didn't have an expected arrival date on the shipping yet. We got in, we pre-ordered. A lot of the stuff we're showing you has been out for a while. We want to also try to show you some of the like recent current things that are coming out. We're going to make an attempt to do that. Although there's so many to keep track of, but that's, again, Lorcana, that's something that we're into. So.
And I would sort of reiterate, this is where you guys can play a part as well. If you tell us what you're interested in, there's a good chance that we may already have it, and we can work it into our schedule. But if you don't see us opening what you're interested in, tell us what you're interested in, and we'll try to find it.
I will say this channel is not up to opening $1,000 boxes
yet. No, we're not there.
We're not there yet.
Yeah, unless you want to gift us $1,000 box, and we'll open it tomorrow.
December 10th will be. We're going to call that the Celebrating indieRPM's birthday episode because we missed it. Just so that's not his birthday.
Close enough.
But we're going to celebrate it then.
Yeah.
And then the surprise box will be Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
What box?
I know that's something that indieRPM enjoys, so that's where we're going.
Not at all.
December 17th. We're looking at The Mummy Returns, some packs from the movie, plus some other things that have been sent in, and that was something that one of our viewers has sent in.
Oh,
one of our first subscribers, Larry from Illinois.
Yeah, thank you, Larry.
Has sent us in some items, so we'll be happy to show those off. And actually, if you have stuff you want to send in to us for us to open on the show, we'd be glad to do it. You can find out how to do that on our website. We'll open it up beforehand to make sure that everything's appropriate. Again, we want this to be a family show, so please don't send us anything inappropriate. Christmas Eve, December 24th. That is actually our 10th episode.
Oh,
so
wow!
That'll be our
that's a big one.
Christmas episode.
Yeah. What if we could hit 1,000 subscribers by our 10th episode?
That's a goal.
That's a
goal.
goal.
That's our new goal now.
That is it. Yeah.
And then December 31st.
1,000 by 10.
The New Year's Eve, that we'll do that a recap of some of our best hits.
Oh yeah,
and things like that.
And we've got some good ones for you.
And and also we'll probably try to tell you, where the show has come from and where we hope to go in 2025. Because if everything goes well, I mean we've got content for you. So
yeah,
we're very excited for all those opportunities. So and so I think the last thing we want to say is we want to thank you, fellow collectors and Unboxing Nation, for joining us this evening. We'll be back again next Tuesday at 7 p.m. Central to do another live show. And do we still do the replay on Wednesdays?
Yeah, the replay should hit tomorrow. Would be the plan. So we're under a weird predicament. This has been our longest video yet. We're close to 40 minutes. So it may take a little bit to edit, but I'm going to try my hardest to get it up there for you quick. But a lot of times I have to wait for processing from TikTok. But I promise the second we get it up, or that I get it, I will start editing it to get it up. But the plan is always to have it the next day.
We are hopeful to start doing what I think we're going to call a midweek mini,
Mm-hmm.
and we've got some random packs, and so
Mhm.
the idea is we'll just open up a random pack or two, and maybe we can post that on maybe Fridays or something
Mhm.
like that. So look to see some of those things as we
Fresh Pack Friday.
start getting into that, maybe. And then we're also thinking about maybe doing like a cards and coffee or Saturday morning cards and coffee thing, which is the idea would be more of a fireside chat where you get to know, almost like a show and tell. We'll bring either some cards that we are excited to tell about from our own collections, or cover a topic that we think might be helpful to you. I know one of the things we had kicked back and forth was how do you get stuff graded?
Oh yeah.
And so we might go through that on one of those and stuff. We're still working it out. We got a lot of ideas, and we've had a lot of ideas from you all, and we want to
Incorporate them.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
What else? You can find us on Facebook,
Yep.
indieRPM and Curio Hunter.
Yeah.
Again, please like, share, and subscribe to keep this channel growing and to get more content like this.
And just to reiterate, if you want to send us something, we would love for you to do it. If you go to unboxtheuniverse.com, scroll down midway through the page, you'll find complete instructions on where and how to send it and the guidelines that we would ask that you follow if you're going to send us something. And the plan is if you send it, we plan to open it, assuming it's appropriate for the show.
And a big thank you to those that have already sent stuff in, because we have stockpiled a few things. So thank you for that.
Yes.
And so once again, I want to say we're indieRPM and the Curio Hunter. And until next time, we want to wish you happy collecting.
Think you've got what it takes to pull a legendary card? Neither do we, but at least you can look the part. Introducing the official indieRPM and Curio Hunter t-shirt. It's got style, it's got comfort, and it's guaranteed to make you 10% better at spotting rares, probably. Wear it while unboxing, trading, or just reminding everyone you know more about cardboard than they ever will. Get yours now, because if you can't pull greatness, you might as well wear it. Available wherever the boys peddle their merch, which is probably online somewhere. Go look.